Hi, my name is Claudia Skinner, and the behaviors that I decided to do my biography on is Dr. Matt Tincani. In this biography presentation, I will take you through an introduction of Matt Tincani, Dr. Tincani's work, some of the articles and books that I review, my mock interview with Dr. Tincani, and why Dr. Tincani's work is important in our field. Starting with the introduction, Dr. Tincani is a professor at Temple University. He is also the chairman of the Department of Teaching and Learning. He has been in his field for over 20 years. In 2000, he got his BCBA certification. He has collaborated and published dozens of articles, books, and book chapters. Dr. Tincani is also an associate editor of the Journal of Positive Behavioral Interventions. His research interests include individuals with autism spectrum disorder and intellectual disabilities, special education, behavior science and applied behavior analysis, the use of positive behavior support, the use of augmentative and alternative communication, and single case design and meta-analysis. The population that Dr. Tincani work focuses on is individuals with autism spectrum disorders. Most recently, his focus includes individuals with ASD maturing into adulthood. Dr. Tincani is well known for his research on improving language, academic, and independent skills. He has focused on Skinner's verbal behavior work, which is the topic of some of his research. In his book, Autism Spectrum Disorder in Adolescents and Adults, Evidence-Based and Promising Interventions, he identifies the need to continue to teach and educate individuals with autism throughout their adulthood years. According to Tincani, we need to identify and diagnose ASD early and provide an excellent education. But learning and growth do not stop at a particular age. His work, articles, and book, as I mentioned, Dr. Tincani work includes dozens of books, book chapters, and journals. In my research, I concentrated on a number of articles and his recent book, Autism Spectrum Disorder in Adolescents and Adults, in Evidence-Based and Promising Interventions. In this book, leading experts provide advice and evidence-based practices on how to teach individuals with autism in this age group. Additionally, the journal articles that I review in depth and quoted in his biography included collaborative training and practice among applied behavior analysis who support individuals with autism spectrum disorder, educating and training in autism and development disabilities. In this journal article, he points out the need for collaboration training. Sexuality education for individuals with autism spectrum disorder, critical issues, and decision-making guidelines is also one of his works, where he points out the need for sexuality education for individuals with ASD and other intellectual disabilities. In his article, Brief Wait Time to Increase Response Opportunity and Correct Responding of Children with Autism Spectrum Disorder who Display Challenging Behaviors, he advises that implemented brief wait times do increase the response opportunity, it increases the correct responding, and it does decrease challenging behavior, as well as using a modified social story to decrease disruptive behavior of a child with autism. The systematic review of verbal operands in speech-generating devices research from Skinner analysis of verbal behavior is another one of his articles where he explores Skinner's verbal behavior and how, as an analyst, we should be using that work to figure out which devices to use with people with autism spectrum disorder. His work has been cited over 2,500 times since 2007. Some of his most cited work includes comparing the picture exchange communication system and sign language training for children with ASD, which has been quoted over 300 times. The effects of social stories and prosocial behavior of preschool children has been quoted over 200 times, and the using of modified social stories to decrease disruptive behavior of a child has been quoted about 200 times.